Hello, I'm Navar Poole and I am a personal trainer and co-owner of Strength and Motion Academy.
What kind of people can you help?
All types of people, but predominantly I work with all age demographics, but focus on strength and mobility more than anything.
What common problems do you find that people have with their fitness?
The fitness specifically, I think if we dive into the physical aspects of dealing with lack of confidence in their body, lack of strength, mobility, and possibly a lot of pain and restrictions in their movement and their physical body. And then mentally, it is the discipline. They haven't really expressed the muscle or discipline within their lives, so mentally they're lacking there, and the habit of actually training and looking after their fitness.
Where were you before you entered the fitness industry?
A very long time ago. Started when I was 17, but I was working at Coles in Midland Gate at the time. I was working full-time while doing my full-time personal training cert, got qualified, and then moved straight into the fitness industry from there.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully at least a secondary SMA gym. I would like a third, ideally 3 of these to be up in health facilities as well, so it wouldn't just be a training facility, also have hot cold therapy, consultation rooms, many professionals in the health and fitness space, not just coaches, also having a health food option as well, plus being online. Ideally we can carry over what we know from the brick and mortar in-person local to Midland and carry that over more nationally, even internationally online.
How has your inspiration for fitness changed over the years?
That's a great question. I started in martial arts, so I started training in Muay Thai and karate. So most of my fitness journey started from there and just being an active kid playing a lot of sports. So it started from that, but when it became intentional more as I became a personal trainer, I fell into the old school training methods of predominantly bodybuilding and powerlifting. They were probably the most recognized training methods back in the day. Strength and conditioning a little bit, but a lot of it was really based off of bodybuilding methods, sets, reps. Then over the years, as I got back into martial arts, into Muay Thai, strength and mobility for every general population individual, I recognize that there needs to be a more variety of movement, sets, reps, and styles of training for overall well-being.
What is a quote that you like and why does it resonate with you?
All right, so we laughed about this before this, because my favorite quote, probably even today, is what you don't measure, you don't manage. I'm big into visualizing and paying attention to what's important to us, and then that will carry over into how it's expressed. It's like, the law of attraction in a sense, we want to visualize it, but we still need to act. Which kind of brought up the next quote, which is from Bruce Lee, which is a wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. And it's something I've been recognizing lately because I'm someone that's quite comfortable in saying that, or questioning to gain more knowledge and more insight. I don't really care so much about being seen as dumb or right or wrong, but I certainly recognize that in some people where they rather be seen as the wise man and give an answer, but that answer might be neglecting their ability to be curious and to learn. So I love that quote.
What are some of your favorite fitness achievements?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is when I was 19 and I gained 14 kilos in 10 weeks. And it's not just gaining those 14 kilos, but what it meant to have achieved that and the journey I went through to achieve that. I had to learn how to eat and get food into my body. I had to learn how to train and be consistent with training. And I also started reading books and started to expand my knowledge at that time in my life. So that's probably my favorite achievement, because it's not just having gained 14 kilos over 10 weeks, which in itself is a fantastic feat, but it was also the discipline that I learned in other areas of my life during that journey.
What do you love to learn about?
Interestingly, I was talking to one of my clients about how much I enjoy just watching anatomy videos while I lay in the bath. So anatomy is a great one that comes to mind. I love business. Alex Hormozy, I love his content. Mainly from the business sense of understanding the philosophy of people and life and how that carries over to business. And then what business teaches me and the discipline of measuring and managing and trying not to be perfect, being okay with micro failures to then succeed in the macro scale. So I love learning business, anatomy, anything to do with health and fitness, and cats. I love cats.
If fitness and personal training wasn't your career, what would it be?
It's a good question. I think I always want to be part of something community-based. It probably would be within, I already have my master's in life coaching and hypnotherapy, so most likely, and counseling, it'll most likely fall into something to do with the mind. Probably counseling, therapy sort of work.
All right, the 10 quick fire questions. Favorite gym exercise and why?
I think I'll go with the contralateral rotation, and I love the rotation. I love how, especially if you rotate with your legs, you're contralaterally rotating over your legs. You get a full body rotation, arms, legs movement.
You want to just demonstrate that?
I sure can. Using a cave machine, you'll be rotating. If you had a ball, you do something where you're pressing the ball over. With some sort of rotation where you're contralaterally opposing sides, rotating, switching from one leg to the other, and then you get that rotation to the upper torso and movement through the arms as well. So yeah.
Biggest pet peeve.
Kind of goes back to my famous quote, actually, the favorite quote of, a foolish answer, but people that try to answer something as if they know the answer, but they don't, and they just so confidently be like, oh yeah, this is the answer, but they haven't even taken the time to question what the question is or what the answer is. I hate that.
What's something embarrassing that you've done?
Something embarrassing. It's probably tough. I don't really think I don't really get embarrassed, I guess. So it's really hard to identify. Maybe like there was a time where I was trying to kick I was thinking about something when I fall over. So maybe a time where I fell over, like when I was trying to kick a bag, my other foot slipped underneath me. So I was doing a roundhouse kick. So I went to go kick over. But this bottom foot slipped. I fell over. I already had like a pre-existing ankle injury. My ankle was busted. And I guess the embarrassing thing was I did have to use crutches, and then I had to use crutches for a couple of days thereafter. So that was embarrassing. Like I've never had to use crutches before, so that was embarrassing.
If you had to pick a fad or trending diet style, what would it be?
Oh, that's funny because I just did the carnivore. So I guess any diet is fad. I know that like Mark Bell is doing the sugar-only diet. I don't know so Mark Bell is doing only fruits, vegetables, and like juices, fruit juices, all the way into the end of the day, purely sugar, and at the end of the day, he'll have low fat and about 100 grams of carbs just in one singular meal. And he's testing that to see how much muscle retention he could have, his energy, his digestion, all those sort of things. So that's intriguing. It's an interesting test, but I think I'm done with my test for a little while and keep it balanced.
Favorite comfort food?
Oh, I love a good burger. Yeah, I would have to go with a burger. Grilled or Four Mates? Four Mates.
Any annoying habits you know you do?
Yeah. Where to start? One of my clients the other day mentioned how I always start things off slow. Like when I ask a question, I'm like, have you? I really like, I guess to some people that might be a bit annoying.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Well, last time I know we did the hypnotherapy, NLP. So I know a lot about like the programming of the brain, the mind, eyes, body posture, body language. So I guess a lot of that is maybe a little bit unknown and hidden.
If you could have any magic superpower, what would it be?
Oh, mind power, mind control for sure. I would love to, not just from a place of like being able to control people, but to be able to have a deeper understanding of someone's mind and to maybe help them reprogram that.
What's your go-to dance move?
Oh yeah. All right, let's do a little, can I do the shoulder wave? Hey, little shoulder wave? That or, I haven't danced in a while. I think last time I did the jumps. So I do the jumps last time. Or some sort of like, I don't know, I guess it really depends on the sort of like music. But I like to like swing side to side, maybe a little bit of hip and arm movement.
What would be your worst punishment?
As in, if I was punished, to get hit, but like, yeah, like locked, I don't know, tortured? Like, yeah, tortured, yeah, like maybe, was it like drowning? What do you call them? Where you're like, waterboarding or something like that. That would be is that the sort of punishments to think about? Yeah.
What about being banned from ChatGPT?
I'll just go on Gemini. Or Gronk. That's my 10-ish questions. Thank you for watching.